turn 1 Eldar. The boys are right, you see trucks right in the middle, but Eldrad has some casting to do. So he casts Fortune on the Seer Council with Vec. 2+ invulnerable reroll. Ooh. And then Mysterious Forest, might as well check that. And it's an Iron Bark, so it's actually going to be hard to shoot too, but they do move back. Oh, we also missed was Eldrad also cast, wait for it, Fortune on himself and his squad of witches. And so the Seer Council does move up, and it looks like they're going to assault the battle wagons, which is totally fine because I got lots of open topped and lots of boys to overwatch from inside. Then the Reavers, the Eldar jet bikes, move up, and they're 12 inches to see what they can do. And the Fire Prism actually moves all the way up. But then Eldar jet bikes, oh my goodness, they're so fast. And so because they have the, I forget exactly what they're called, but they can upgrade the caltrops, so you get D6 hits with the caltrops, and then D3 hits with the rest of them. And so that's the number of hits. Those are all wounds, 4+. Luckily, I'm pretty good at rolling 4+s, but a lot of Fire Warriors die, and that's in the moving phase. And so they're able, or I guess the shooting phase, they jump over them. First, Fire Prism shoots, big shot. Custom Force Field saves a truck. Incredible luck there. And he hits the other one, but only one to penetrate. Like on the table, so he's shaken, or I guess he's stunned. Because it's +2, unless it's AP. No, I think it's just +1. So he's just shaken. And shooting Eldritch Storm, he does hit, manages to penetrate and blow up the one. But then doesn't manage to do anything to the other, and it does blow up. So that's Ramshackle, and he does careen, where he's careening backwards. Uh-oh. We turn around, and we're about to fly across the board, but then we do clip our own truck, and so we stop there and blow up. So it's blown up for 3 inches, so we hit, well, obviously all the boys inside. Luckily, trucks, and it's Pinky. Hooray! So we got 4 wounds, and a bunch more, no more than 4 wounds. A bunch die, and we get just 4 witches. And so we done another 3 wounds, but they all go on the Phoenix Lord, who is a 2+ re-rollable. Managed to roll 1-1, I get some kind of hope, but then a 2 is still fine. I don't get hurt at all. And because Eldritch Storm tapped the other truck, he gets to randomly turn it around in a different position. Luckily, there's no difference between front, side, or back armor on a truck. It's all the minimum. Unless, of course, you start hitting it with Scarab Swarms, and then it goes down even further. But we're not going to talk about Necrons anymore. So lots of shooting into the boys. Pinky's going to die, but he makes all of his lookouts except one. Well, actually, it was the maximum because there's only 4 other boys. So best possible case scenario, all the boys die, but Pinky's still alive. I had to say something, didn't I? All the witches shoot their pistols, and I cannot make that many cover saves. And so Pinky falls. Goodbye. You will be remembered. Dire Vendors shooting just the Star Cannon shooting into the truck, but both miss, unfortunately. But there's a multi-assault happening, and so against both my battle wagons, and so I overwatch with all the shooters inside the one. Manage only 2 wounds, but double 1 on Vec, but he gets to re-roll in another one. So completely against odds. Incredible luck here. Vec loses, but it also loses his armor, and so now he only has a 4+ rerollable with Fortune on him. So that's great. And so the other ones shoot and manage to kill 1 more Warlock. And they charge only 3 inches, so he managed to re-roll, and so he gets another 7-inch charge to make sure everyone gets into where they need to, because they do have fleet. So re-rolling that's pretty fun. So against the first battle wagon, all their hits, again, it's only strength 3, but a lot of them have the armor bane. And so he's rolling 2d6 on the penetrate. And so I forget exactly, I think he got 1 pen and 2 glance or something like that. It's hard to remember. We played a lot of games that day. But, oh yes, there's 2 penetrating, and one of them does manage to explode it, and new special dice with the, +1 incorporated into it on exploding. It's pretty awesome. Well, thanks to Craig from DC for that. And exploding. I managed actually to kill a warlock, so that's great. It's a huge bonus. But with the new 6th edition rules, 4+ wound, and I only have a 6+ save, 8 boys die. So even though I bring 20 boys, most of them die when the battle wagon explodes, and they're not too hard to explode anymore. With all the added additions to pluses and everything. But the other battle wagon is only shaken. So he loses 2 health points and is shaken, but he's otherwise healthy. So he can still move, can't shoot except snap fire, but there's really nothing to shoot on him anyways. So they're continuing to attack. The witches now are charging into this truck, and if the battle wagons barely survive, I really don't think the truck has a chance, but you never know. So let's see what'll happen. Lots of attacks with actually the only people who can hurt it, because the witches can't, but we did penetrate. Ramshackle is just an explode on the spot, 2 inches only. Luckily they are clumped up, and so I hit a big healthy number of witches, but a bunch of orcs as well. I rolled, that's a lot of ones. I only got 2 wounds on the witches, and a 1, but it's rerollable because of fortune. And so no one dies there, but the orcs, well, one of them dies. That could have been worse, that's great. And on the warlocks, rerolling, none of them die. So another truck full of boys. The boys are starting to come out, but this is why you drive as fast as possible, because the trucks are probably going to die no matter what. Might as well be right in the face of your opponent to scream Waaagh in their face. And the fire warriors make their leadership so they don't run away. So stay tuned, click below for part 3.